everybody. Got on here a few minutes early, so we'll just, thanks for the hearts. We'll just wait a few minutes. Can y'all hear me okay? Hi, how are you? Fantastic, thank you. We'll wait a few minutes, see if, give everybody a chance to jump on if they like. Hey, Susan. Sorry if my camera keeps moving a little bit. Thanks, Susan. Hey there. So, my name is Jen Hendricks, and I am, I don't know, I like to craft, I like to scrapbook, I like to take pictures, I like to do all that kind of stuff, but I have never ever completed a December daily. I've started one probably the last 3 years, and I've never completed it. I've never put pictures in them, I've always done the setup process. I've never completed it, and so I've got some empty books here and there, and I just kind of took them all apart. Yes, I will this year. I am so super excited about it, Susan. It's not even funny. So I've been really digging in and putting a lot of effort into it, and I'm really excited about it. So December Daily, just kind of my take on it is, yay, I love all the Christmas trees. Look at those. Those are so cute. My take on it is just kind of a memory keeping book throughout the Christmas season, and just a way for you to personalize it for you and your family, and to really sit back and be able to reflect on that after the holidays are over and you're able to breathe again. So anyways, I'll go ahead and take this away. But this is, I'm going to take a quick view because my desk is really, really messy right now. And it's the way I work best. So my camera might get a little shaky. But I'm going to give just a quick little view of my space. Here recently, I had a friend, I love him. Isn't he an awesome Santa? Recently, a friend of mine had come over to scrap with me. And I put 2 6-foot tables together. And well, they're in our master bedroom and they haven't moved yet. So my husband keeps asking, when is all this going to move? And I'm thinking, well, I kind of like it like this. So anyways, I'm going to give you just a quick view. Don't mind the other mess throughout the room, but here we go. So I'm going to start from my right here. And I'm going to try to use my finger as best as possible. This brown basket here has all of my go-to stickers and embellishments for my December daily here. That there is a picture of me and my uncle on my wedding day. He passed away last year, and I just really, really love that picture. I always keep it close by. And then here's a stack of stamps and another box of stamps. The pink box there belongs to my 3-year-old daughter. Always there ready for her to use. Let's see, this blue teal kind of wire basket here is full of washi tape. I have a problem because that's not all of it. I've got some matte medium, the purple box. I'm not quite sure what that is in that little dark purple box. Purple book is my journaling Bible. I've got a punch there and a punch there, and a stack of papers there, a few stencils here. I'm going to go ahead and turn to the left here a little bit. I've got a box of pens here, my spray bottle. The plastic box you kind of see a little bit towards the back with all the triangles on it. That has a whole bunch of stickers in it. And then I've got this little container tower here that I kind of separate a few things out in. And then there's my heat gun. And some embossing powders and a little red cup that I just kind of use for whatever. My little jingle bells right there. I love those little guys. So those little jingle bells I used right here on my on my book. So really on my cover here, I used, this is a wood veneer that I dipped in Versamark and embossed with some pretty embossing powder. And I did some fussy cutting on a scrapbook piece of paper that just the whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper said Merry Christmas. So I cut those down. And then I took this twine and tied in some jingle bells to it. And this Merry Christmas here, I've actually had that for many, many years. Probably, I would say probably close to 8 years, and I've never used it. And so that's what I love about this, is that I brought out some really old products that I've never used. The book, actually, the actual book itself is an Smash book. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before. It's Susan. It's a Smash book, and I have a whole stack of them. And I was actually trying to figure out which one to use. I've never used them before. And I like the idea of them. I like the idea of like art journals and junk journals and that kind of thing. And I think this just really kind of fit with the style that I wanted to go with this year. So this pretty little Santa here, he came from a Tim Holtz embellishment pack. And I just took the embellishment pack apart, and it did turn out super chunky, and I'm not quite finished with it yet. So that's what's so exciting to me. I love chunky, and I love big, and I like little flips and flaps, and I make it very interactive. My kids are loving it. So every time they come in, they want to see something new I've added on to it. So anyway, so I'm going to just go ahead and open up here. And I'm actually going to open up here on the left side. This is the back side of all the twine tied together. And right here, I just kind of taped it together so it would stay in one place. That's just washi tape. I didn't feel like it was really going to hold together very well. And so I actually hot glued it underneath the washi tape. And then I just kind of covered that up to make it a little bit prettier. I'm going to put some Thanksgiving photos on this page. On the cover here, just because Thanksgiving for me just always starts off that holiday season. And so I'll probably might add a little journaling card on here and maybe some photos. Thanksgiving this year was very, very simple for us and very enjoyable. So this is my actual cover for the December daily. And my word for the year was daily, and so I did some journaling here, and a lot of these pages are kind of cool just because they're already pattern papers, and somehow some of them I tore out and some of them I left in, but there just seems to be just enough pages in here to do what I want to do. Daily, yeah, it just really kind of came very clearly to me at the beginning of the year that I just wanted to be in God's Word daily, and a lot of times it's a challenge for me, and it's still a challenge, and it's probably going to continue to be my word through 2016. So anyways, this is the only completed page I really have so far, but I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of my book and just show you what I have so far. Like I said, I've used a lot of old stuff in here too. So, this little guy was already on the pattern page. Daily walk. Yeah, that's just so me right now. I know that I need to be in his word every day. So this little fishy guy, my husband is a fisherman, and I just couldn't cover him up. I had to leave him there. I thought he was so cute. And he was already saying hi. So I said, hi, December. And I took these, I have some chipboard, glittery pack, and I don't remember where I got these or how many, but this was the packets from, I guess it's from K&C Company, and look at all that prettiness in there. And I think I've only used one or two of them throughout the years, and so I busted that little bad boy out. And I'm actually using my hot glue gun quite a bit in this book to make sure that everything stays safe and secure. The adhesive I was using was not staying as well as I'd wanted it to. And so I've been using my trusty little glue gun quite a bit. So I know I'm thinking that whenever I'm done with all my chipboard that's in there, that I'm going to keep that box and do something fun with it. So I did this little frame with a little heart in it, and I made some little tags with ribbon, and this little cute little pocket thing I've had, I don't know, forever. So I might, on this one, I'll probably put like a picture or something on. I might do some journaling down here, but we'll see. That's kind of my idea right now for that page. But each day is going to have like a 2-page layout. And so this one altogether is going to be for, they say day 1, but really my intention is just to collect my memories. And so I'm not going to do something every single day of December, but I'm going to try to do it more by theme with, you know, trimming of the Christmas tree, putting up our Christmas lights, you know, baking cookies. And because if I try to do it every day, I'm going to overwhelm myself very, very quickly. And I think that's what I did in the past years. I just burnt myself out. And so as I go along, I'll figure out where I want things to go, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be every day, and it doesn't have to be filled with something that's not meaningful. So I'm going to keep on going here. So this collection here, this was a 12 by 12 page, and I picked that up from the Little Blue House up in North Texas. Some of you may know who Tracy Pounds is, and I picked that up back in January when I visited her store. And so that was on discount, I think, and I picked it up and I cut all the numbers apart, so each layout has one of these little numbers, and I really, really like it. I don't remember who put that out, though. I don't remember what the company name is for that paper. And so here's layout for number 2. This was an old Christmas card, and I just took some scrapbook paper, matted that on there kind of, but I left it flappy. I stuck a piece of washi tape on there. Here's some stickers that I added. I think that's from a pack that I gotten from Pretty Little Studio. So you can just flip that up. Probably going to add some journaling there. Flappy. And maybe add some pictures or something fun there, or a tag. I don't know. We'll see. I like all this. I feel like I really filled it up, but there's still a lot of blank space to play with as I go along. So I have a lot of options. And then just the layering of the papers here I really like, with the washi tape, of course. I really like that skinny washi tape that's kind of has that polka dot. There's polka dots on it. So, and on to page 3. Some of these have kind of a color theme to them, as you can tell. Got my green, and I got my red, good and great. Just layered a lot of different papers that I really like. And I really like this layout altogether. It's very, I don't know, probably use this little layout for my Christmas lights, I'm sure. My husband did an amazing job this year, and we recently moved, and so we didn't really know how well it was going to turn out. But as I was coming home tonight from dropping my kids off at church, I came around the corner and my eyes just lit up when I saw my house, and I was like, oh my goodness, because we have our lights on a timer. And so here in a couple of days, I might actually, thank you. I really like all my papers. I might actually do a quick scope of our lights, because it's just fun. And I really like all the hard work that he's really put into it. So here's our number 5. And this blue paper here was fun because I actually ripped it out of the same book and I just reused it. And so I just halved it and made me a little banner and put in a little doily. Doily. Which one? I don't know. Doily? Dolly? Doily. It's a doily. I always get the two confused. My husband says, Dolly is what I use in the garage. Yes, use it all. I love it all. And so it's hard sometimes not to use it. Or to pick and choose if you feel like it's getting too crowded. But, and a little Santa and a little snowy house. And then here's number 6. I have found this little package of bows at Michael's. They're so, so adorable. Used a couple of them in this book here. And just the layering. And I think those banners I gotten from Pretty Little Studio also online. Last year, maybe the year before. Thank you. I really enjoy my banners too. These are really big. A little bit bigger than, I don't know, I guess I'm used to, or I really was expecting it to kind of look like, proportionate wise, but they turned out kind of cool. So I'm looking forward to finding out how to use these and how that page is going to turn out. So I'm going to set that down for a second. And then here's my number 7, and here's some, it's like a clear sheet, and I think this is my last sheet of this particular color, and I love it. And so, you know what, like I said, I'm trying to use up my supplies, so my husband will let me go buy more. But he doesn't keep inventory, so he has no idea. But I just attached it with a piece of washi and put a tab up the top. And then you've got number 7, another just a little scrappy piece of paper. And then over here, kind of made like a little corner envelope pocket thing. More flappy, yes. I love flaps. And then I made this really super long kind of tag to fit in there with that fun ribbon. Let me just stick that in there. Might even add another. Might add another tag in there. I'm not quite sure yet. I just attached it with some washi. And then, of course, for this one, I actually super glued and kind of secured it in the corners. So here's my number 8. This is super simple. And I just really like the feel of that red and white together. Just looks really nice. And I may even take some ink and go along the edges and kind of distress it in red around the edges of the whole piece of paper there. And then this is actually one of my all-time favorites throughout the whole book. And so I just want to talk about this for a minute. So I just took a bunch of different pattern papers and I made tags and I layered them like crazy. And this sweet tag here came from Illustrated Faith, from one of my very first purchases from them. And I've been hanging on to it for a really, really long time. And so just thought that was really appropriate. I'm sure I will add something else to go along with that on the coordinating page. Not really coordinating, but the next page over as a layout. Song-wise, or just a way of worshiping God during this season. So, really like that. And I may even add some more ribbons to these other tags. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Then here's some more pattern papers. Another doily. My little Rudolph. I guess he's not a Rudolph because he doesn't have a red nose. But maybe I can put a little pom-pom on him. That'd be super cute. Here's my number 9. Tried to make it kind of like look like a little present, but I don't know, we might still have to work on that. Some another fun page that I really enjoy with a bunch of stars. Number 10, possibilities are endless. Just add a little tab there. I don't think that any of these are pockets. I think those are just, yeah. These are just pattern papers, just layered over each other. Be bright, be jolly. That's from a sticker pack that I've had for a long time. And I layered it with a sheet of paper. These stickers right here are a new pack that I just recently purchased from Hobby Lobby. They are some really fun, maybe that's upside down. Maybe that's upside down. I don't know. Really, really fun Christmas trees from Hobby Lobby. And then this ribbon here, sorry, kind of bouncy here. This ribbon here was so much fun. I really like the texture on it. Oh, sorry about that. I guess I don't have my do not disturb on. Sorry. There we go. But I just really like this page. And then we got this page here. This was from the Smash book. This was part of the book itself. So this is my favorite. No, I love this one. Oh, and this one. This is good too. But that's nice also. Wait, I forgot about this. So on and so on. So I just really like that little thing there. The paper clip. I just recently purchased this from, what was her name? Amanda on Purpose on Instagram. And I actually have another one of her clips too. I saw this that she was doing the other day and I tried to snag it up as quickly as I could. I thought I was too late on it. So I'm going to take this off real quick, and this is an envelope here. And all I did was trim down some pretty pattern papers. And I'm going to lay this down flat for just a second. And I just shoved them in there. And so what I'm probably going to do, tis the season, making spirits bright. And probably what I'm going to do is take some pictures and just stick them onto the journaling cards here. I don't think they're really journaling cards, just a pattern paper, and place them back into my little envelope here. And have kind of a little hiding spot for them. It's a little bit snug tight. Snug fit there. Try to get that back in there. There we go. And then I'm just going to take my little clip. Oh, I think I just kind of took that up a little bit. There we go. And then, that's the fun part about this page. But then I've also got a little hidden tag there, too. A little ribbon. And then here's number 12. Well, hey there, cowboy. I'm sure that this page, I'm sorry, but this page may have something to do with my nephew. He is 16 years old and a very avid bull rider. Makes me nervous, and he makes my heart just drop every time I see a video. But anyways, I'm sure that I will add something about him into this page. Just because, well, he's a cowboy. He's my cowboy. He always has been, actually, since the day they brought him home from the hospital. His nickname was always Cowboy, and so he just kind of came true to that. So it's just kind of fun. So I'm going to go into this side. There's my number 12 and some fun washi layered, and my North Pole. And I really like these little flowers I have. My number 13. And here's just a really nice grid journaling card with a tab up at the top. I think that this came from Pretty Little Studio also. So there's lots of room for journaling, lots of room for pictures. Place a picture here. And also there is a big empty space in here. So I think I'm going to make a big tag coming out of there. Not quite sure yet. So we may make that into like a pocket kind of thing. So we'll see. And that's a nice little sticker there that I may put a date stamp or something like that. Or title. Not quite sure yet. This page is very toned down, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Neutral. And I really like it. There's lots of space. And I just really like those brown colors. So there's the door. And I may take some brown twine and run through there. And there's my little brown snowflakes, my little wood veneer snowflake that I think I purchased those from Michael's also. A big gold paper clip and ho ho ho. My number 14. This is the fun page too. So here's some green. And this was a tree that I actually cut out from my Silhouette Cameo last year. And still was, I think it actually came from the cover of my album that I was going to use last year. And just never came around to using it. And so I very carefully removed it. Thankfully, I just used a glue stick. And so it was easy to just take off. And this dark green here is actually a piece of felt that I found at Hobby Lobby. They have it's kind of thicker and a little more sturdier and stiffer. And so I hot glued all of this in. And then just these pretty little leaves I kind of fussy cutted, and then I used a white ballpoint pen, Signo pen, and just kind of outlined it, kind of like a doodle. My number 15. Where, who, why, when, and what. I think that this will be kind of a neat little place just to kind of talk about the story and the birth of Jesus. I think it'll be really nice to kind of intertwine it with those words there. I think that'll be neat. So here's page number 16, and there's my little deer clip that I also purchased from Amanda on purpose. So super cute. And I also found these. Oh, he didn't go on there quite right. Make sure I don't cut off his leg or break it. I know, isn't that plaid just fun? And so these little arrow stickers I also had picked up from Hobby Lobby. I don't know where my little pack is. It was right here. So look at those gold and black. They're just flat little stickers, and they were so much fun to use. I think I'm still using them because I really like them. I know, right? Watch those arrows. That would be me because I can't shoot a bow and arrow to save my life. So I've tried. I just can't. I can't. So anyways, moving on to this page, there was a little Target here, and I actually have, I found it at Hobby Lobby. There was a stencil in the craft section for the holidays of this deer. And so I took this plaid scrapbook paper and cut him out. And then I took a gold Sharpie pen and outlined the whole thing. And he's just, I love this guy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I may just leave this page as it is. I'm not sure. But I just thought that was really, really fun. In our immediate family, we only have fishermen. We don't have hunters. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this page quite yet. So this is a fun page. I actually used an old Christmas card and just fussy cut it around it and made it work. This is day number 17. Used some different gold washi tapes, and I took a stencil that I had purchased. I'm trying to remember who I purchased that one. Sherry Whitfield, if I remember correctly, I believe has this stencil in her Etsy shop, and really enjoyed using that. Kind of looks like little bricks and a heart. And so I just like all those logs and stuff too. Isn't that neat? So this one I have not done anything on. This is day 18. You have found some great stuff. So my idea is, and just my initial idea, is that I'm going to actually take some of the wrapping paper that I'm going to use this year for my kiddos, and I'm going to Mod Podge it and cover these pages with it, and then add in pictures of all the wrap gifts, either under the tree or individually. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll see as it comes along. And then, here we go. This is some washi tape that I just kind of cut apart. Faith, hope, pray, and joy. Number 19. And this is a journal card that I had bought a couple of years ago from one of the Becky Higgins sets that I'm still hanging on to. And here's another flappy. So the inside says Faith. And just kind of close that. And this outer yellow line here is actually Distress. Tim Holtz Distress Stain. I think that's the marmalade color. And I have an old hymnal book that I actually took this hymn out of. And it's one of my favorite hymnal songs during the Christmas season. And so, thank you for all these hearts. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. I love it. Especially the pink and the green together. It looks great. So, I just Mod Podged that down. And, yeah. So, here we go. And then here is number 20. And here's another Project Life journaling card. I added a cardinal bird to it. And then, of course, it's a flappy. So, there's the other side of that card. I may do something about my mom's house or Christmas Eve on this particular page, just because my mom is a lover of cardinals. She loves cardinals, and usually during this season, her house is already decked out with all the cardinals she can find. So, my aunt loves snowmen, my mom loves cardinals. So, and then I just found this cute little thing on a scrapbook page, and I cut that out and covered up that centerpiece that was on that page. It was not so lovely for Christmas. And then here is a whole lot of green. I did some just messy, fun stuff. And a lot of background stamping. I used different strips of pattern paper and paint and Mod Podge. And that was just a lot of fun for me. And then I used a lot of background stamps and some stencils. And there's my number 21. So we're getting closer to the end here. This is where the pages start to get a little bit harder to turn. This one's a little blank still, but it's my number 22. And here's a pocket that I've had for a really long time. This is a stamp set, a combination of two stamp sets, I believe, from Illustrated Faith. Heather Greenwood designed these, and she is such a sweet lady. But actually, it might be just one of her stamp sets. Let me see here. Yep, this is it. Oh, that one always keeps falling out. So, but this is a stamp set that I used to create on this little pocket. Praise Him. And then this is a nice little tag that had come with it. I think I had gotten this in a swap or in like a grab bag kind of purchase. It's just got the little alphabet on it, and it's kind of fun. So really, I've taken a lot of supplies that aren't really Christmas themed, and I've made them Christmassy or with holiday season. And this little page is kind of fun. I'm going to try to show you this first. We see the inspiration. It says first, we see the inspiration. Then, the wheels start a-turning. Then, great things are created. I'm a crafter and I love to create. And I have this really wide washi tape, and I just cut it apart and I put it in different spots throughout here. So I'm sure that on this particular kind of layout page, I will actually probably include some pictures of things that I'm making, including my December daily. I'm sure I'll include like a picture of the cover or something like that just for fun. So there is a blank page. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. It kind of just, we're just skipping a page. I may just glue these two pages together. I'm not sure. So here's number 24. And I've kept it pretty simple. And then I've reused this part right here where it says Silent Night. Is part of an old Christmas card that I cut apart. Used some washi, and here's some of that other fun clear polka dotted paper, or it's almost like a extra photo pockets. Extra photo pockets on what? Oh, on the blank page, Peggy? Could use some extra pockets. I can always use extra pockets, can't I? Awesome. Yeah, I may consider that. That may be fun. Because I think I've got one more blank page in here. Might be the next one. Yep, that one right there. So I may add some cards or more tags or more pictures, or you never know. Extra pictures. There's always extra pictures. 25 is kind of blank right now because, well, it's Christmas Day. Gotta leave this one blank. Christ is born. Really like that. And then the very end says, end here. That was part of the page. It just happened to go there. So 2015, end here. 2016, here we come. And then there's a blank orange page there. And then I added a calendar on the very back. On this very back page, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying to lift it here. But there's like a really large pocket there that was already on there. And so just for extra how do I say it? I always have a hard time saying it. Memorabilia. I may just add in there. And, hit that camera again. And, just, finish up with that. So, anyways, this little thing comes on the books. It's to hold, a pen. Just kind of fun, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it there or if I'm going to turn it into something else. It's like a little piece of elastic. Stretchy. So, close up my book. There is the type of book that I have. I didn't cover up the back side. So, it is a K & Company. Ooh, a candy cane. That's a fantastic idea, Peggy. I love it. I'm going to do it. A candy cane. K & Company Smash is the actual company that puts these books together. Like I said, I have a whole stack of them. But this one seemed to work the best for December Daily. I think that they used to carry an actual Christmas theme one. But my understanding is people are having a hard time finding them, or they've stopped making them. I'm not quite sure. So, Moments Amusing. Did I miss something? Yes. Oh, the name of the book was called Moments Amusing. Gotcha. Okay. I was like, what is she talking about? So, anyways, that's just kind of what I'm doing for my December Daily. I've seen it done, so I know there are so many different themes, and I intended on, writing the name on the inside of each book, but I never got around to doing it, and so each one is kind of lost in its own world, I guess. But December Daily is really just putting together your memories and your keepsakes, and what this season means to you. One other thing, what will I do with it now? As the holiday goes on, I'll be collecting pictures. I'll be collecting tags and memorabilia of all sorts. And journaling. I'll be journaling quite a bit and adding all of that to my book. And also, one other thing that I've been considering, me and my family were doing an Advent little deal for our kiddos. I have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. And so, I'm not going to add something about it every day, but I definitely will be adding something about our Advent into my book. So, does anybody else have any questions? I'm really excited about this. Susan, I appreciate all the time and effort that you put into the Facebook page. If you want to, just go ahead and, if anybody's interested, I'm not sure what the name of the Facebook page is off the top of my head. Susan, can you put that up real quick? Do you do these every month or just December? This is my first December to do it. So I have never done it month to month. I haven't completed a scrapbook or any kind of album since the first year my daughter was born, which was back in 2011, 2012. And so, because I just let time get away from me, and I just do little projects here and there. Most of them paper projects, but all of them are really never ending. So this will be kind of fun I've started on it. I've gotten a really good start on it, a really good handle on it, and I feel like this is one that I'm actually going to complete. So I'm super excited about it. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I will, maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll do a new update if I've started to add everything. Thank you so much, Peggy. Thanks, Susan. Thank you, Susan, for all your inspiration. Okay, y'all have a good night, and take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.